Good day. It's Monday, July 11th, and that means two things. If someone at your funeral has to remind people not to speak ill of the dead, you probably did something wrong while you were alive. Otherwise, it's time for the lighting industry news brief, and this is brought to you by Keystone Technologies, and this time around we are talking about the fact that their X-Fit area lights, you know what they have? Everything in one box. Literally everything. You know what they got? Adjustable power select switches, that's on the box. 3-pin twist lock dusted on photocell, that's in the box. A dimmable driver from 0 to 10 volts, that's in the box. Mounts, 3 kinds of them, in the box. That's reliability. That's energy savings. That's time savings. That's just space savings. Because you got 3 SKUs in one box on one shelf. That's fixtures made easy or KeystoneTech.com. Into the news, the DOE's L Prize for lighting design has moved into Phase 3, where they actually have to construct a prototype. Mercer Zimmerman has bought lighting specialists. This is a rep agency buyout that went through on the 1st. We have the IESS, the DLCs, SSL, QPL, fully transitioned to version 5.1. Everyone should be over to that by now. Make a note of that. Half of U.S. households say electricity bills are too darned high, and Thousand Bulbs says you should be buying your holiday exterior lighting now, because restocking is going to get messy the longer you wait. Just so you know. Semiconductor sales are up. That's 1.8% demand growth month to month, 18 for the full year, by the way. IES dues are going to increase, 10% for individuals, 25% for sustaining members, and 50% for universities. And I should just point out that NAILD has not increased their dues since the 80s, as far as anyone can tell me, so that's just a thing you could know about. Acuity's Q3 is their 5th profitable one in a row. We have 2 design firms merging, Randy Bucket Lighting Design and Envision Lighting Design, have formed Reed Bucket Lighting Design. Check that out if you need lighting design. We have industry confidence, not great for the next 6 months. That's based on a survey of NEMA members. NCS International has bought TransCanada Electro. This is cable and wire specialists splicing together. The NAED has presented 11 honorary lifetime awards. None of them to me, but that's fine. I haven't done that much. It's cool. And the pulse of lighting is stable, according to Bill Blair's survey. Light on Tech has posted its June revenues. 1 month shows $500,000 US dollars coming in. Utility Genius and Retrolux have teamed up. This is a rebate search tool. Orion Systems has partnered with SnapCount for their product hub. And the United States Eventing Association has renewed their partnership with Equilume, promising continuing horse-centric lighting in their stables. In legal news, Principal has sued GenLed over Agilite. This is a Delaware company demanding a jury trial over a single patent. Rexel, Schneider, and Legrand have filed grievances with the French Competition Authority, responding to their allegations about pricing shenanigans. We will see how that proceeds in the near future. And Sure Idaho wants out of recall coverage for green tech because as brokers, they don't feel responsible for that. Legication 23 has extended their deadline for speakers. You can now submit till the end of the month. That's July 31st. And on July 13th, we have a webinar from DLC's Energy Reporting Working Group, updating the public on what is next from them. In other rep agency news, GM has picked a rep for California, and Nora has chosen Diversified for New York City and the surrounding regions. In IoT news, updating a previous story, iPads will work as home hubs, but not with any of the new features, just the existing things you could do with your iPad. Signify is backing Matter, but not Thread, with their smart home products. WiseKey has ended their buyback program with just 1 million shares back under company ownership. And for sale, you can buy Vitex Location-Aware IoT IP. These are all available for license, and they want you to know that. In recommended reading, all these articles on nailed.org right now, we can discuss and understand why Wi-Fi is better for industrial IoT. We have a recap of TALQ's anniversary conference. Neon, it's due for a comeback, apparently. We have a recap of the DLC Summit. We have the best light-up tennis shoes. We have new strategies for relamping. We have sustainability driving IoT faster than ROI. Big plumbing is getting into lighting. We have a need for resilient lighting that is continuing to grow. And John Arthur Wilson talking about Better Bricks controls and his guide to them. In market projections, we have 20%, 2% growth for grow lighting, 7% for neon gases, 5% for LED lighting fissions, 12% for PoE, $9 billion in value for IoT integrations, DC LED, that's low volt, 12 volt, will break $1.5 billion in activity. Efficient lighting will expand by 8%, emergency lighting to expand by 7%, smart street lighting will reach $3 billion in activity, $2.4 billion for smart greenhouses, and 9% for fiber optics. In R&D, we have a study from Zhangchang University showing that variation in lighting is positive responses related to stress. This might be used in space travel. We have a new phosphor in-glass technology for high-power WLEDs, improving their CRI. We have a breakthrough in high-power UV LEDs. This is a new output record from Beyond Semi. Brown University has discovered how light reaches the brain and how that affects mood. In Dark Sky News, sporting facilities in the UK getting brighter. GFZ Potsdam Citizen Science Project has been named a finalist for the Falling Walls Foundation. Chestnut Hill, Pennsylvania, is pushing back on their bright street lighting. UBC, that's University of British Columbia, has released an open-source insect circadian activity tracking tool. French microbiologists are seeking to align prescription medicine with circadian rhythms. And we have lights out for migration season programs spreading around. In horticultural news, far red lighting boosts melons, as does same for barley, apparently. Fluence wants banking to get more involved in cannabis financing. We'll see how that goes. And Vodafone has teamed up to create a smart farm to grow strawberries in the UK. In People News, Dave Ackley is now regional sales manager at Flexwork. Heather Harding, formerly of Eaton, is now at Janus. Ray Steen, formerly of Osram, is now at Bath Ironworks. And Bent Forskoy is now the CFO at LED iBond. In local news, LA County, California, has new plans to foil copper thieves. We have $16 million in funds for Santa Monica, California. We have Canada Post skipping poorly lit apartment for weeks. We have Savannah, Georgia adding floodlights for security in certain neighborhoods. Victoria, Texas is adding 100 new LED street lamps. New York State is raising energy standards. South Dakota is funding infrastructure projects. Kingston, New York's school district is looking to spend $4 million on upgrades. We have streets in Brook Park, Ohio going LED, ditto Batavia, Illinois, and South Bend, Indiana. You can build a single LED that is 50 millimeters across, or a small Berlin clock, which uses lights to display the time. They're pretty nifty. Other things going on. Yorkshire Heritage Rail is going for a Tron look. This is custom lighting on the Moors Line this autumn. Yes, that's a steam train that looks like Tron. And in Australia, they have discovered a python in a lighting fixture, so watch out. That's been it for this week. Thank you to Nailed. Thank you to our sponsor. Thank you for listening. If you do like this, just a periodic reminder, hey, just tell someone about it. If you're at work right now, please turn to your office mate and say, hey, this guy, very smart, he knows what's going on. And check the news. Until next time, of course, I've been Scott Wachter. Enjoy your week and enjoy the music.
Last year was harder than he ever seen. So many things went wrong. It started when his best friend drowned. Now he's long gone. He's only 17 years old in there, with men 2 or 3 times his age. The ones of silent desperation are stuck in the same cage. guys walk the upper aisle, talking about their cases. Day after day, the toll it takes shows itself on their faces. But this one kept to himself, except for once in a while. Soon a few other guys named him Johnny Fire. We were only having fun, playing around and burned down a house. 10 counts and sentenced to juvie, could have got a lot worse. Waiting for his mama's call with the rest, waiting for the turns at the phones. I knew and scared he could be, so I tried to be his friend just to help him, he ain't alone. When life gets this dark, it seems like there ain't no redemption in here. When silence won't even be your friend, feels like God himself ain't there. So I ain't guilty, they got it all wrong. I ain't got no record, don't wanna be in here too long. They don't understand it's hard and bad, they just lost what free to find. Instead, brother, you've been